All right, dear children, welcome back to the class. We're looking at this chapter called rational numbers, right? Already we have seen a few things into this chapter, rational numbers. We have seen them. If you are new here to this fourth video, so you have to go back and you have to see first video, second video, and third video so that you get feel of this fourth video also. Because understanding all the fundamentals is very, very important. We have done them. You just go and cover them. All right. Now look at this. Yesterday I asked you to find 8 rational numbers between 10 and 10.2, right? So if I want to write rational numbers between 10 and 10.2 means 8 rational number that too between 10 and 10.2, right? So for example, 10 is there. So after that, the between 10 and 10.2 means can I write after 10? Can I write 10.1? Definitely I can write. Can I write a 10.11? Definitely I can write. Can I write 10.13? Definitely I can write. And 10.14, this has become 0.13, no? So definitely I should be able to write 10.13. All right. Then 10.14. All right. 10.15. Anything before this 10.151, or you can write 10.152. Like that. Look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more I will write 10.153. And after that I will write 10 point. Look at this. Don't you feel these are the numbers? Whatever numbers I have written here, no? 10.1, 10.11, 10.13, 10.14, 10.15, 10.151, 10.152, 10.153, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these numbers are within 10.2, right? Between 10 and 10.2, right? Yes or no? These are between 10 and 10.2 or not?
Yes.
Look at those numbers. Now, whatever the 10.1 you have written, no, that is correct. I am not saying that is wrong, but make it so that the 10.1 you write it as 1 not 1 divided by 10. You are supposed to write like this also. Okay. Then 10.11 is there. No, that 10.11, whatever it is there, you have to write it as 1011 divided by 100. Right? And similarly, 10.13 is there. No, that you have to write it as a 1013, that is 1013 divided by 100. Like that, will you write? Mallu, yesterday I have seen that you have written all these numbers, but you haven't,
Yes, sir.
but you haven't written them like this. So along with writing like this, you should be writing them this way also. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So not only these, even 10.14, 10.15, all that you are supposed to write it like this. Bhagya, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Along with writing like that, you should be able to write that. So I think these things are very, very clear to you, and you should be able to do these answers. Okay, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's move on to next topic. That is like, now look at this, dear children. So if you do 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, both are same only, no? You are going to both side you are going to get a 5 and 5 only, no? So can I say that 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 2? Can I say like this? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
I mean, A plus B is equal to B plus A. So this kind of property, even though on exchanging these numbers, if everything is same, then it is called as commutative property. What this is, dear children? So commutative. So we call it as addition is commutative. What we say, dear children? Addition is a commutative. What is the meaning of commutative? The meaning of commutative is, look at this. Even though if you are doing A plus B or B plus A, both are going to be equal to each other. Okay, so the meaning of this is like addition is commutative. Now look at the same thing. You look at subtraction. So if I do 9 minus 4 and I do 4 minus 9, do you think we are going to get the same answer? Look at this. 9 minus 4 means we are going to get 5. 4 minus 9 means it is minus 5, no? So they are not equal to each other, no, dear children?
Yes, sir.
They are not going to be equal to each other. That means A minus B is there, no? B minus A, both are never going to be equal. I mean, they are different only. Look at this, A minus B and B minus A, they are going to be different only. That's why what we say it as subtraction is not commutative. What we say? Subtraction is not commutative. Whatever subtraction is there, no? So that is not commutative. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, whatever this addition is there, now if you exchange these numbers, I'm going to get the same result. So that's why addition is commutative. But here, I mean, if I just reverse the numbers, the result is not same. That's why subtraction is not commutative. And that too, if you do multiplication, 3 into 2 and 2 into 3, you are going to get the same answer. No, here also 6, here also 6. So I'm going to get the same answer. Right, dear children? So I can just write it as A into B is equal to B into A. A into B and B into A both are going to be same, right? So that's why I can say multiplication is commutative, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Multiplication is commutative. This property of getting the same answer even on exchanging the numbers is called commutative property. So I can say that multiplication is commutative. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay, good. So next, I mean, what I'm saying now, multiplication is commutative and addition is also commutative, but this subtraction is not commutative. Now look at this division. So if you do it like 8 by 2, 8 by 2, and somewhere you are going to do 2 by 8. 8 by 2 means what? 2 ones are, 2 fours are. And this is like 2 ones are and 2 fours are. It is 1 by 4. So this 4 and 1 by 4, they are not equal to each other, no? They are different things, right, dear children? So that's why I cannot say A by B is equal to B by A. I cannot say like this. I am going to say A by B is not equal to B by A. A by B is not equal to B by A. Therefore, what I am going to say? I am going to say division is also not commutative, or we just say division is not commutative. So on reversing the numbers, I am going to get different results. That's why it is not commutative. Understood? Understood or not?
Not
See,
understood, sir.
look at this. So 8 by 2 is there. No, 8 by 2 means what is the answer you are going to get? So if I say 8 by 2 here, what is the answer you will get here? Tell me. 8 by 2 means you are going to get 4. And if you reverse this, 8 by 2 is there. No. So just like A by B, 8 by 2 is like A by B. If you do B by A, B by A means 2 by 8. No. So don't you think they are equal to each other? They are not equal. No. They are not equal, right?
Yes, sir.
Because it is going to be 2 ones and 2 fours. Here it is going to be 4, and that side it's like 2 ones, 2 fours, that is going to be 1 by 4. So 4 and 1 by 4 are not equal to each other. They are different. So that's why division is not commutative. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yeah. So I hope this thing should be very, very clear to you. So what I'm going to say right now is, so whatever this addition is there, that is commutative. So addition is there, that is commutative. Multiplication, so addition and multiplication both are what? Both are commutative. So these are commutative properties these have. But subtraction and division, so whatever subtraction and division are there, they are not commutative. Understood? Clear? Did you understand all these things, dear children?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay, fine then. So I think, I mean, idea of this commutative property, what is the meaning of being commutative and what is the meaning of not commutative? I hope you understood all these things. Okay, fine then. So let us move forward from this commutative property. Now look at this. I mean, there are so many properties like associative property also, no? So you must be knowing them, associative property and all. Okay. Already you have studied them in 7th standard and all. I don't want to get into this associative property and all. Associative property is like this. If I do 2 plus 3 plus 5, what is the answer? Tell me. So I'm going to get it as 2 plus 3 plus 5 means it is going to be 8. 2 plus 8 is like 10. I'm going to get this. Now similarly, if you do 2 plus 3 in one bracket, and if you do plus 5, okay, equal to I'm writing here. Okay, so this is like you are adding this 2 to in this bracket. No, in this bracket, whatever it is there, 3 plus 5 is there, you have done that, that is 8, and 2 plus 8 we got it at 10. No, so this 2 and 3 initially I'm writing them in bracket, and 5 afterwards if I'm writing here also I'm going to get 2 plus 3 is like 5, then 5 plus 5 is like 10, right? Are you understanding my point? So this is called as what, dear children? This is called as associative property. What is the meaning of associative property? That is like 2 plus bracket 3 plus 5 bracket closed is equal to and this number, whatever first number is there, along with it I am going to add the second number in the bracket, then plus 5 means it becomes 5 plus 5. So then both the answers were getting same or not? Yes or no? So this is called as what, dear children? This is called as associative property. Did you understand this? Yes or no? Did you understand this associative property, dear children? Please respond. So that Bhagya, did you understand that associative property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. So that is like associative property. So 2 plus bracket 3 plus 5 is equal to, I mean, initially I added the second numbers. Okay, second number and third number, and afterwards I added first number and second number. Then also I am going to get the same result. I hope it has become very clear to you. Okay, all right. Anyway, so moving forward, so this is like how it is written. I mean, whatever this addition is there, no, addition is associative. We say addition is associative, right, dear children? Addition is going to be associative. Very simple it is. So I mean, how to write it mathematically? You can write it as a plus bracket b plus c is equal to bracket a plus b, then bracket close plus c. So this is only known as associative property. Now let us try to look it for subtraction also. Okay, let us check it for subtraction whether it is associative or not. Okay, subtraction, let us check that. How to write it? We can write it as like a 10 minus, in bracket, let me take it as 4 minus 3. 10 minus 4 minus 3. Actually, if it is associative means it has to be 10 minus 4, 10 minus 4, then minus 3, right? This is how it should be, right? 10 minus 4, then minus 3, this is how it should be, because that's how we wrote it here. Because initially I have one component plus bracket b plus c I have written, then after that I have shifted this bracket to the first two component, that is a plus b, then bracket close plus c. So similarly what I did here, so I have 10 and second and third component are inside the bracket. I'm going to shift like this. Now let us check the answers. Now look at this, 10 minus 4 minus 3 is like 1, and that is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6, 6 minus 3, and it is 9, and this is 3. Don't you think that 9 and 3 are different things? They are different, no? That's why our subtraction is there, no? This is not associative. Subtraction is not associative, dear children. Okay, so always look at this whatever subtraction is there, it is not at all going to be associative. Okay, this type of property I have explained you already. This type of property is associative. That means these two things are associated. Then if you associate this thing with the first thing, then also there will be no difference. So that's why I told addition is associative, but here it has become wrong. Even one case is also becoming wrong, means it is not associative. That means a minus bracket b minus c is not equal to bracket a minus b minus c. Correct? Second and third pair, I mean second and third numbers are combined here, and first and second numbers are combined, then this is not going to work at all. So that's why whatever this subtraction is there, that subtraction is not associative at all. So that's what I have written here. Now think about multiplication also, no, dear children? Think about this multiplication. Yes, definitely multiplication is going to be associative. If you think over this multiplication, look at this. If you write 2 into, then bracket open 3 into 6, and you check it for initially you bring a 2 into 3 and you bring it into 6. I mean, if you no need to write this into, if bracket is there means that is multiplication only, but still I have written that. So 2 into 3 into 6 is like 18, and that is equal to 2 into 3 is 6, and 6 into 6. So 2 into 18 is 36, and 6 into 6 is also 36. Look at this. Now they have become correct. Initially last two elements were there in the bracket, and afterwards I brought first two elements into this bracket. So then also we are going to get the same answer. That means whatever this multiplication is there, so this multiplication is associative. Multiplication is associative. So whatever multiplication I have, that is going to be associative for sure. So that is like a bracket b into c is equal to bracket ab into c. I hope everybody gets it. So what is the meaning of this? I have got one number, and in the bracket I have got another two numbers b and c. and afterwards I'm going to get the AB starting in the bracket, then C afterwards, then also I'm going to get the same number. All right, dear children. So this is called as associative. That's why multiplication is also associative property. I mean, it is having associative property. So what I will write here, I'll write multiplication is associative. All right. So I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to division also. Look at this division. So whenever you look at this division, no, so you take example and do it so that you understand it. So what are the examples? Let us take it as 10 divided by, bracket I will take, then 4, I mean otherwise you take 8 divided by 2. Okay, if it is so, then I mean according to the associative property, how much it should become? It should become 10 divided by 8, 10 divided by 8 all divided by 2. That's how it should become, right? Because last two components are divided in the bracket, and here first two components are divided in the bracket. Do you remember for addition and all how we used to write a plus bracket b plus c is equal to bracket a plus b plus c, right? So for similarly for division also we are supposed to write like that. So what it becomes? It becomes 10 divided by 8 by 2 means it becomes 4, right? Now here what it becomes, 10 by 8 means, look at this, 10 by 8 means it becomes, do you understand 10 by 8 means how to do it? So everybody must be aware of that. 10 by 8 divided by 2. Look at this, this is going to be entirely different answer. Now 10 by 4 it is there. So I'm going to write it as 10 by 4 like this. I can write it, no issues. Then it becomes, what it becomes, 10 by 8 is there. And this divided by 2 means what it becomes? Don't you think it becomes 1 by 2? Everybody knows that. It becomes I mean divided by 2 by 1 means it becomes 1 by 2, and it is 2 ones are 2 5s, it is 5 by 8, and it is 10 by 4. So that is like 4 ones are, then 4 twos are 8, then 2 is the carry, then 4 5s are. So here I am going to get 2.5, and this side I am going to get it as 5 by 8. 5 by 8 means 8 ones are, then 0 point, then 0 also I take, 8 6 are 48. So it becomes 0.6. Now look at this, so this 2.5 and 0.6, they are not equal, no? So definitely this is not going to work, dear children. Even in the division also it is not associative, right, dear children? So that's why what I'm going to write, as I have taken an example, I'm going to write division is not associative. It is not going to be associative at all. Okay, so that is like a divided by bracket b divided by c is not equal to bracket a divided by b divided by c. So that's why division is also not associative. I hope I mean the meaning of commutative and associative is also very clear. So whatever this addition and multiplication are there, no, both of them are commutative as well as associative. But this subtraction and division, whatever are there, so they are neither commutative nor associative. So they are not going to be commutative or associative. I hope these things are very, very clear to you. What is the meaning of commutative and associative, right? Then after that, yes, are you understanding what I'm saying? All these things, dear children? Are you there in the class? Are you understanding all these things? Whatever I'm explaining, Bhagya, are you understanding? Bhagya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm happy that you are understanding all these things because we had a lot of network issue, but still you are, I mean, you have that fighting attitude. I really liked it. Then after that, we are going to have something called distributive property. What is that? Distributive property. Okay, we'll prove that also. No need to worry at all. Distributive property. What this distributive property says, no, dear children? Distributive property over addition and over subtraction. There are two things. That is like a bracket b plus c. If a bracket b plus c is there means it is going to be a into b, that is ab, plus a into c, that is going to be ac. This is how it will be written. Okay, both the things you can check and you can clarify the answer. Look at this, I will give you one example. If you do 2 bracket 3 plus 5, 2 bracket 3 plus 5, according to this, what you are supposed to write? You are supposed to write it as 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. Okay, you do on this side, it becomes 2 into 3 6, and 2 into 5 10, and 6 plus 10 is like 16. Now you do on this side, 2 bracket 3 plus 5 is 8, no? So 2 into 8 is 16, so we got it. So this is called as distributive property. Yes, So this one is known as distributive property, dear children. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now you can do one more thing, that is like a bracket b minus c. A bracket b minus c, whatever you are doing, that is also ab minus ac, that is a into b ab minus, I mean a into c is like minus ac, or just ac, I mean minus will come here anyway, this is a plus a, right? Plus a into minus c means it is going to be minus ac. I hope it is clear. All right, so these are very important things which you should be knowing. Now if you want me to give any example, take any example. 3 bracket 4 minus 6, 3 bracket 4 minus 6, take it. Now if you do it by distributive property, that is like 3 into 4 minus 3 into 6, so you can do it. Yes, compare it, no, a into b minus a into c. Similarly 3 into 4 minus 3 into 6, 3 into 4 is like 12 minus 3 into 6 is like 18, minus 18, of course it is. So 12 minus 16 is minus 6. So if you do it like 3 bracket 4 minus 6 is a minus 2, and 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. Look at this. Yes, we got it, no? So that's why what we are going to say, so whatever this multiplication is there, no, here also I am multiplying and here also I am multiplying. So this multiplication is a distributive over this subtraction as well as over this addition. So whatever this multiplication is there, no, dear children, so this multiplication is distributive. This multiplication is distributive. Multiplication is distributive over addition and subtraction. So whatever this addition and subtraction is there, no, so over that addition and subtraction, so this over this addition and subtraction, this multiplication is there, no, dear children. So this multiplication is going to be distributive over addition and subtraction. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So what is the meaning of distributive property? Distributive means I'm going to distribute this a over b and a over c. That's why a into b plus a into c. And similarly here also a bracket b minus c means a into b minus a into c. So that's what it looks like. All right, dear children. So moving forward, now let us think about division also. Try to do it for division. Okay, you only try, I mean you will get to know about that, but it is not going to be distributive, that is for sure. So that is like 10 divided by, if you do like something like 5 minus 2, 10 divided by 5 minus 2. So according to the law, I mean if it is distributive, how it should become? It should become like 10 divided by 5, 10 divided by 5 minus 10 divided by 2. It should become, no, it should become like that, because multiplication become like that, no. So 10 bracket 5 plus 2 means how it has become? It has become 10 into 5 plus 10 into 2. Correct, no? So afterwards when we calculated this, like 50 plus 20, and that is like 70, and this is also 10 bracket 5 plus 2 is 7, then it becomes 70. Then we said this multiplication is like a distributive over this addition. We told like that, no? So similarly you check it for this division also. Okay, let us try to do that. Okay, that's what I have written here. So that is going to be 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 ones are 2 fives are. So it is going to be 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5 means minus 3 I got here. Now let us try to do that here with the simple method. So how it becomes? It becomes 10 divided by 5 minus 2 means 3. So it is like 10 by 3. 10 by 3, if you do 3 ones are 3 threes are 9, then 1 is the carry, then 3 threes are, so it has become 3.3. And that is not equal to 3. That means whatever this division is there, no, it is not at all distributive, dear children. So it cannot be distributed over this 5 and 2. So that's why what I'm going to write, a divided by b minus c is not equal to a divided by b minus a divided by c. Okay, so instead of this using like a divided by b minus a divided by c, I'm using this divided by symbol like this. Okay, both are same things, dear children. So look at this, a divided by b means what it becomes? It becomes a into 1 by b, no? A into 1 by b is like a by b only, no? So you know all these fundamentals. These fundamentals you have learned in 7th class already. So that's why I'm using them. And for addition also it is true. Definitely a divided by b plus c is definitely not equal to a divided by b plus a divided by c. So that's why whatever this division is there, no, this division is not distributive. It is not going to be distributive at all. Okay. So whatever, dear children, to keep the things very simple, whatever this multiplication is there, this multiplication is going to be distributive. This multiplication is going to be distributive over positive and negative. That means over addition and subtraction. Whatever this division is there, this is not distributive. It is not at all going to be distributive. I hope you understood the meaning of commutative, associative, and distributive. Okay, so these things are very, very important while studying the topics. And actually, just they have given some names, but you should be able to apply them whenever you are solving the questions. All right, children, from this class, the target was to learn about this associative, commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. That was the only target from our side. And in the next class, we'll be talking about additive identity or identity of addition, and a multiplicative identity, and some of the reciprocals and all. I'll be talking about all those things, and I'll be seeing you in with more details of this chapter. Then take care, have a good day, and bye bye. Take care, bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye everyone.